welcome back to Trailheads. It's me again and the Roundhound. We're at the Locust Spring Recreation Area, and this place seems to have a lot of trails according to the map, but once we got here, we're not finding any information on what typically would be the information board. Just a lot of staples where stuff used to be. But this place truly is a hidden gem because it is far away from anything you'd ever want to get. This is what they mean when they say get away from it all. And man, I'm loving these trees. They're so close together. It's actually dark when you go into the woods. It's kind of spooky, but it's a beautiful day and it smells absolutely amazing out here with all these pine trees mixed with other trees, and it just and the weather is perfect, the temperature is perfect, so it's going to be a good day, a good hike. So over here on this wood panel is somewhat of a map, and it tells you what the numbers mean. I think we're gonna do Buck Run. That was the feature trail in this area. And it's marked in blue, which I kind of thought was creeks, but apparently not. There is absolutely nobody here, and no phone service either. I saw one truck leaving as we were coming in. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if it was a forestry vehicle or not, but even though there's no one here, I still locked the car, and less people means more animal activity, so I brought the bear spray as well. Guys, this is just one of those places that feels sacred. You know, it feels better than being in church. Now I know you're probably sitting on the toilet watching this video thinking it's just a bunch of trees. Well, you know, you really have to be here to get the vibe. Just like Patty's Knob. That was pretty scary. I stayed covered in goosebumps the whole time. But here, this is beautiful. This is a religious experience, and it's worth having. Here we have a little swamp. Alright, we're staying on this well-established path because nothing's marked out here. I mean, I think I saw a sign back there, maybe marking a trail, but it's not very well marked. So we're just gonna stick to what's available, which I think is just an access road, maybe a fire route or something. But this place is absolutely gorgeous, and I can only imagine what it's gonna look like once everything blooms. It's already very green. All right, we finally found a sign and some blue blazes, but it doesn't tell us what it is or where it goes. And the sign, I don't know. What do y'all think? Is this bullets or somebody chewing on the sign? Now these look like bullets, look like 22s perhaps, but looks like this sign is pretty chewed up. That's not concerning at all, right? says this is a body of water. So I'm thinking maybe it's just either seasonal or it's a swamp that I can't really see. If I can trust my own judgment at all, I'd say we're on the Buckhorn Trail. And I think that access road would have took us up on top of the ridge. But what the hey, I just felt like seeing where this led to. Look at all this moss, and it's everywhere. Absolutely beautiful too. Different species, bright green. Kinds of disturbances, such as a clearing in the leaves that look like something rousted it up. This moss right here was peeled down. I'm not sure if that was human or animal. Also, I'm seeing a lot of branches on the trail that have this bluish green on them. I don't know what it's from. If you know, let me know down in the comments, because it's kind of weird. I've seen it before, but this place has a lot of it. You guessed it, the further back you go, the less maintained the trail is. But at least we're still seeing blue blazes. And if anything else, we can just retrace our steps. All right, this trail is getting a little too monotonous for me, so I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna eat and get some water. I'm gonna send up the drone to try to get my bearings, because I wanted to hike in the dark pine trees. They're pretty and mysterious and all that. Now, I got too excited this morning to come out here that I forgot to top off my canteen. Now, that's not a good thing at all, but luckily I do carry a gallon of water in the car. So I do have full canteens, but I also forgot food. I didn't bring anything to eat, but that's okay, because I have these emergency rations in my pack that I try to keep with me. They do fill you up as long as you have plenty of water to go with them, but they taste like sawdust. All right? Yeah, these are not the tastiest. They taste like sawdust, or more like compressed graham cracker dust, I guess you'd say. You want some dog food? Want some food? Puppy food? Not hungry? All right. You don't like this. You don't like this, remember? See? You don't want it. It's falling apart. I think this stuff expands in your stomach too. Oh, and by the way, we're in Virginia, in the very northwest corner of Highland County. That hill over there, that's West Virginia. All right, so we're only about a mile and a half from the parking lot. So round trip would be 3 miles. I say we've done enough hiking. Plus, you know, out here is just, you know, all these trees with no leaves. And they'll look nice in the, once it starts blooming and everything, but I want to be in that dark green pine tree forest that we saw earlier. So I'm just going to take my time going back, and we'll take this trail back to the parking lot. I'm really starting to think that these are more like horse trails because they're so freaking long, and there's dozens of trails out here. I just wish they were marked better. But yes, back into the darkness. Go. So this is at the opposite end of the picnic area. It's a little bit better marked because at least it's got a name, a number, and how many miles it is. Well, I was gonna make some tea and wind down before we head back, but it's really too windy to be using my little titanium alcohol stove, so we're just gonna skip it. And I'll probably go to Monterey, Virginia, maybe find a cafe or something to get something to eat. But overall, this was a pretty nice trail. It's really beautiful, albeit monotonous. I mean, there's really not a lot to do or see out here other than hike. But I think this would be some really good trails for some mountain bikes. There's some trails that would definitely be passable for that. And we're here on a Wednesday, so I'm not really sure what the traffic is like out here on the weekends, but you could probably get away with a four-wheeler or a dirt bike out here in the middle of the week when there's nobody here. Until next time, guys, take nothing but photos and leave nothing but footprints. Trailheads out, baby. Sam. You want a treat?